What's up? What's up? Peace, light, and love. I'm Priestess Shakesha Divine. This is the Pretty Priestess Podcast. I am so glad that you connected with me. This is definitely going to be worth your time. I want to talk about some colors that's going to get us in alignment with the vibration of success. But I definitely wanted to stop through check in because we got a lot of shit that's going on in these cosmic streets, family. I mean, it has been going down. Went in the hermit mode for the holiday season, right? And all types of shit started going down. Now, I sounded the alarm about this Mars retrograde year that we're in, right? This is a time for us to be checking in on what motivates us at the end of the day. With it being in Leo, this is an opportunity for us to check in on our egoic shit that's going on within our lives. We go see it tap into Cancer. This is all about us being all up in our feelings and everything. And so we really going to get this work. And today we got this Chiron retrograde that has gone direct, right? So this is definitely a time for us to show and prove. But all within that time, damn, did the aliens show up out here in these streets? Now, I know that's derogatory. They say the UAP or whatever it's called nowadays and everything. Listen, I'm not trying to, be in no derogatory sense and everything. I'm really going from what I know, right? And so at this particular point in time, what I'm looking at is in the cosmos. Again, we got Pluto that has transitioned in Aquarius, right? And this is all about transformation. That's what Pluto is. It's transformation energy. And we in an age of transformation in the energy of Aquarius. The energy of Aquarius is humanitarian energy. It's about technology, right? It's about the shit that we know. Aquarius is the water bearer energy, right? This is the knower. We have shifted into an age of knowing. And so this is transformation of what we know. So we have been getting that work at this particular point in time. We had that Neptune that was in retrograde. It came back out. That's all connected. Neptune being in Pisces, all about, the things that we've been up under delusions on and shit like that, right? And so at this particular time, these aliens showing up at this point in time where we were in the heart of our retrogrades, right? But really a time for us to get a cosmic check-in. That's what I want to call it and everything, right? Because we really, really, as a collective, should do that. Right? Get a cosmic check-in so that we can heal, so that we can grow, right? So we can move forward and really get down like nobody's business out here, right? And so the aliens is showing up because this is the level of consciousness that we at. We ain't even making a lot of the damn connections out here in these streets that we have this you matter and but they don't matter type of mentality that's going on and everything. You see, some lives they held in higher regard. We saw a lot of injustices that happened over the year, but more recently there was a guy who killed the guy on the subway who killed a man and was released, and he was treated like a hero, right? But the dude that was killed, he was mentally ill, he was poor, he was raggedy, he was black. So apparently, fuck him, right? And we like folks that's put together, right? And rich, we like that a whole lot better. That's a lot better. You know what I'm saying? You looking nice, you put together, you got some money in your pocket. We celebrate those particular people, right? But we hate the poor, we hate the struggling and everything. It makes us uncomfortable. And being white is absolutely more favorable. So when we hear this dismissive, all lives matter, right? To me, and in my ears, I hear that means, but not more than mine. Yeah, see, all lives do matter, but not more than mine. The dog's life matter too. right? You know what I'm saying? Because all lives matter at the end of the day. And I think if you really ask me, that this is why we see so much reverence for the damn ass dog right about now, right? Everybody need a support dog. And the dog is in everything. They put a dog in a goddamn stroller. Dog is wearing clothes. And the dog in the grocery store. What the fuck you got the dog at the grocery store for? Like, what in the hell is going on in this world? We got all this reverence for the dog. But I think, see, what we doing with that, we got to recognize what the dog is. See, the dog, we know the dog symbolizes loyalty. We love the dog. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? But is the dog's life just as valuable as yours? Perhaps, maybe so. But what we need to do is make sure that we understand the order that's going on out here. Because if you think that dog's life matter just as much as anybody else's, let's put your life on the line first, right? But what we end up doing is we show so much reverence to this dog because the dog can really tap into this energy of loyalty unconditionally, right? The dog is loyal to the soil, right? You can put your foot in a dog's ass, and as long as you feeding that dog will show up, love you, and act like ain't shit happened and ain't nothing changed but the weather. But not so with people, right? We ain't got time for that. We don't mess with you after you dogged us the hell out and everything. So dogs do hold a special place in the heart. They got this tolerance where they can deal with a whole lot of bullshit. But what I tell you that we ain't, as humans, we definitely ain't no motherfucking dog out here. But we definitely get the dog treatment. Man, hell, the dog may be getting the better treatment, right? Because this man getting killed, I guess he was celebrated and everything because, he shouldn't have been on there being a weirdo and scaring people with his niggatry. Right? So when we talk about this, all lives matter, and we see these aliens up here, this is the level of consciousness that we're at, right? Because it's like all lives matter, not just, you know what I'm saying? Not that, all lives absolutely do matter, just not more than theirs do, right? This is the consciousness. This is the consciousness that we are in. And so this is why we see in all of these ships that's going on, right? Because this is the consciousness that holds the nukes. You know what I'm saying? To set World War III off, right? The root is egoic sovereignty. We get this opportunity to check in on all of that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm better than you, so fuck you. You know what I'm saying? This is the mentality. This is the consciousness that we've been in. And so spirit has really been working with us, right? To heal a lot of our fears, our doubts, our insecurities and everything so that we can show up healed and we can have the compassion that needs to happen in order for us to move into this thing we call unity consciousness, this dance we've been calling ascension out here in these streets, right? We need intervention. This is what they're coming in here for. But I know it's hard, right? It's hard. It's uncomfortable. But we will destroy this planet with this level of consciousness that we have. Let's make no mistake about it out here in these streets. We will destroy this planet with this level of consciousness because we are so disconnected. We won't deal with shit because it's difficult. It absolutely is, right? We got a lot of fears. We got a lot of doubts. We got a lot of insecurities, and we don't want to admit to that out here in these streets, right? But this is the human experience that we hadn't from out here. And it's very uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie to you, right? But when you begin doing this work, when you begin recognizing this shit, it's so liberating and you become unfuckwittable, right? Because this is how demons fuck with you, right? From your insecurities, from your doubts, from your fear. They got us lying to ourselves, right? Those fears, those doubts, those insecurities, right? Lying to ourselves, making up comfortable delusions, right? Neptune was in Pisces, it was in retrograde, having us check in on that bullshit, right? And when the truth comes our way, we are triggered. And instead of being mad at the lie that we've been living up under, we get mad at the truth because this is the consciousness that we have. So how many people do you know that's really taking responsibility for their shadows, for the shit that's going on with them, right? For the parts of themselves that they ain't really that comfortable with. I mean, it's a handful of us out here in these streets. Let's make a shout out to the ones that's doing the work out here in these streets, holding it down out here, raising the frequency up, baby, out here in these cosmic streets. But most of us will not admit that insecurity, that jealousy, that envy, that resentment, you know what I'm saying? Because of our own doubts and fears. I mean, how many people do you know out here in these streets that's going to say, well, I was scared of you, right? I was scared of you replacing me. So I'm hating on you and I'm blocking your light. And that's why I'm doing it. Like, yeah, that was me. That was me. Like, who's really doing that shit? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of folks that, maybe some, a few, or how many of them is going to be like, I'm intimidated by your strength. So I'm going to play the victim so that I can disarm you because it's comfortable that way. That way it makes me look better. I like that one better, right? Ain't that what we do, right? Or I have no intention of collaborating with you because I'm comparing myself to you. So no, I'm not going to be doing that. No, 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 they don't do that. They put a mask on, they play a game, they fuck around and play this game and find themselves in a karmic cycle. This is what we do. This is the level of consciousness. And as long as we are at a level of consciousness, right, where we can't speak truth to power, we don't have the compassion for anyone, we're too busy hiding ourselves in our delusion, then we're going to need some type of intervention because our ego will tell us that we're better than these people. So blow their world up and fuck them. We will blow this bitch up with this level of consciousness. We better wake the fuck up out here in these streets. We need intervention. So with Chiron being direct right now, an opportunity to flex our growth. We got to make sure that we recognize, though, at the end of the day, that this is an ongoing process, baby. This is just the way that this is. This is this dance in humanity that we got. And until we come up out of here, we go always find ourselves dealing with one challenge after the other. I mean, this is the part of the game. But this right here is what helps us to get stronger. There is no strength without the struggle. But we are moving into a space, right? We are moving into a place like after we heal, we done the work and everything. It doesn't mean that the vicissitudes of life go away, right? But how we navigate in these streets, right? Instead of sitting up there driving, one of them old clutch cars where you got the driving, it's jerking back and forth and everything, right? You moving more into an automatic transmission, right? Where you ain't jerking and stopping and herking and jerking and everything. You merrily easing down the street. You know what I'm saying? So this is an auspicious time for us to really begin to have these come to Jesus moments, these honest conversations and everything, right? And this has definitely been a time. If you don't know, this karmic year, it has been going down. And and a lot of us have been really closing out old cycles. I've been cleaning out the whole energy of hater energy, been getting rid of that shit in my life, in my circle, in my circumstance. I have no room for it. I have no time for that shit. And I'm here to tell you, this is what's going to help us to free up for this new cycle in 2025. 2025 is a 9-year, but before we get there, we dealing with a black moon. Now this black moon, when we talking about black moon energy, right? Black moon is when we got more than one new moon within a month cycle period. This one we had two. The first one was in Sagittarius. Again, Sagittarius is about our belief systems and whatnot, the things that we believe. And now we got it in Capricorn. Capricorn deals with that ambition and everything, right? The discipline that it takes in order to make that shit happen. And now it's taking place in divine feminine season. After that solstice, right? The longest night of the particular year, right? As we transition, we move into this divine feminine season. This is what opens up that winter season when we go within, right? Where we lay down the game plan for the next year. Yeah. This Capricorn, this energy of ambition is really setting us up for the come up. So this divine feminine season is allowing us to go within and plan. This is a time for us to really be thorough and be clear, because this is an opportunity for us to reset that energy. No doubt about it. We got the outer planets. These is the generational planets. This means that this is happening for the collective, baby, the collective. Now we are going to see some generational shifts. A lot of cycles is closed out. Pisces is the last sign on the zodiac. And so Saturn, it being in Pisces right now in 2025, we go watch it shift over into Aries, right? Aries is all about that leadership, that boss energy and everything. And this is really going to give us a lesson on the discipline that it's going to take for us to get there. Neptune is going to be moving into Aries the following year. I think we go get a little peeky peek and look, you know what I'm saying, about what that energy is looking like. Pluto, of course, moved into Aquarius, right? So Pluto had moved into Aquarius. We already stepping into that energy, you know what I'm saying? We got the dude that want to turn everybody into robots. He got the president's ear, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be going down in these technology streets. So we got a lot of good shit going on. We got a lot of stuff that we gonna have to make sure. Listen, I'm not here to try to bring no wolf tickets out for nobody, bringing no scare campaigns and shit like that. But what I want you to do, what you got to do for yourself, it is my recommendation that you use discernment. Discernment will save your life this year. Discernment is king at this particular time. Discernment is queen too. Discernment, discernment, discernment. You're going to need to do that in this 9 year. The 9 year, 9 energy. 9, it also connects us in a tarot system with the hermit. Now, if you ain't hip to the tarot system, the hermit image, the hermit brings us the message of making sure that we're taking that time to go within to be reflective. What an auspicious energy for us to work with in this 9 year, because 9 is about endings, right? This is when we closing the door on a lot of shit that's no longer serve us. This is about completion. This is about achievement, right? How you gonna get shit? See, because at the end, it ain't what you cop, it's what you keep, right? And so we really got to make sure that we got the integrity to be able to hold our own, to stay true to who we are, and the wisdom to be able to navigate these streets. So when old slewfoot energy try to come through and trip you up, you know what that shit's all about, right? And you navigate in these streets with a lot more proficiency because you have been there. You have done that. You have gotten a t-shirt. You caught the lesson, and you ain't finna go on another karmic cycle out here. And so this 9 year is giving us an opportunity to close a lot of old shit out. The beautiful thing that's being kissed on this is after that 111 portal that's coming up next month, we get to see the node shift. It's moving from Aries to Pisces. This is a whole different type of energy, baby. Where we was more about this leadership energy, being about the business of ourselves and making sure that we putting ourselves in a position that we need to be in. This Piscean energy is more about that collective consciousness, right? More in alignment with this Pluto and Aquarius transition, right? Really helping us to look into things from higher perspectives and shit like that. What an auspicious time to be alive, y'all. What an auspicious time to be alive. And so with that, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the colors, because see, if you don't know about colors, baby, colors is magic. Hold up, I done put some down that has just really been put in my heart, and I want you to know that these are some colors that I have really gotten a lot of beneficial energy out of. And these are some colors that's really going to help us to get in alignment for being successful, for stepping into that prosperity, right? Because the prosperity is going to look a lot different, right? We got to release this matrix program mentality that tells us what is supposed to be, right? We are catching the lesson on supposed to, right? We got to get rid of these damn ass programs that we've been up under of the teaching, the supposed to be, and all of that other stuff, and really start thinking in terms of how this makes us feel, the vibration, the energy that we want to get into, right? And colors will absolutely do it. These colors, I like to call them money colors, but they're just not like pretty colors that I'm working with and everything. Colors, they're energetic portals. They unlock abundance, right? They allow you to be able to walk through door. It puts you in alignment with opportunities and success. Now it can also block that shit for you as well. It unlocks portals to love, success, prosperity, to health, to wealth, to wisdom, right? But you have to set that intention when working with them, and you have to be in tune enough with the star player to really be able to notice how you feel when you're working with different particular energies. I like dealing with red. A lot. Because red is that vibrant, that fun energy. It's magnetic, it's passionate and everything. I really, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of us out here in these cosmic streets that's been moving more towards, these colors that's been more in alignment with red, magenta, the violets and shit like that. I've been noticing that's been going on a lot and I like it a lot. But I want to talk about these 9 colors that you got to be on the scene with. Hold up, where's my 9 colors? Because I've been dealing with some color, baby. The one color that I really want y'all to be on the lookout for is the magenta. The magenta. This right here is a magical color. Now, y'all know we thinking like, when the hell am I finna wear magenta with? Magenta taps you into the magic within you. The magic within you. Magenta is about spiritual awareness. It's about transformation. It helps us to connect to compassion and unconditional love, right? It helps us to shift in our perspective. So if we struggling with a lot of that egoic shit where I matter, the people that's in my circle matter, but these people over here, they don't matter at all. Fuck them. Then we got to make sure that we working with that magenta, because magenta is really going to help us to be in alignment with higher vibrations, what we call in that Christ consciousness energy. We go be tapping into that with that particular color. Now, I don't wear magenta all the time. So guess what I did? I went and got me a magenta bag, right? And so now I got that energy that I'm tapping to on my person. You can get you some stones that will help and align you with that magenta energy. I like the Udilite. That'll definitely get you in there, right? But that magenta is that color you need to rock with in 2025. I don't give a shit what Pantone is talking about. I'm sure they got a color. I'll look into that. You know what I'm saying? But this is the color the Spirit gave to me. This is the energy that I'm tapping into. This is what I'm telling you, you got to be working with out here in these cosmic streets. Make no mistake about that. Magenta, definitely helping us in raising our frequency, especially as we shift in that node into the Pisces higher vibration. What a time to be alive. Another one, I've been rocking with this for quite some time, throughout 2024, but this is another one that's just been ringing his head. Get down brown, baby. Get down brown. I have been rocking. Let me tell you something. I've never been a fan of brown throughout my life, just really never, right? And didn't even know the majesty, the beauty in working with that brown. It is a warm color. It helps you to be grounded, a very nurturing color, right? It puts you in alignment with the energy of dependability and stability and everything, right? Helps us to feel cozy, but it connects us to our strength and helps us to tap in to wisdom. And it being a 9-year, that's bringing us into alignment with wisdom. So that's number 2, is that brown. The number 3 color is that violet. No doubt about it. Get you some violet. You want to work with that because, see, again, this is a Mars retrograde time, right? And so this is going to help us to tap into that energy of modesty, right? Humility, of strength, right? It's going to help us to tap into that majestic, regal energy, no doubt about it. Violet is a leadership color as well. Taps us into that grace. It's also very protective and helps us like tune in and tap into that frequency of peace as well. So you definitely want to work with Violet, and hey, work with that Archangel Zachiel, who go link you up, and Saint Germain with that violet flame, right? Energy, right? That's going to help you in transmuting a lot of the fuckery and madness and whatnot, right? So that you can really allow things to help you in your healing process. See, this is when you'll recognize that things is happening for you and not to you. All right, number 444, the turquoise. Turquoise, no doubt about it. Now, let me tell you something. Now, we like the blue, we like the green, but you put them shits together. Now, we talking about some energy to work with right here. Turquoise will help you connect to balance, right? Very protective energy. It also brings luck. It brings healing. It's a color that connects us to wisdom. Why? Because it helps us to speak our truths, right? Connecting the heart and the throat chakra energies together and everything. everything, allows us to tap into higher wisdoms and everything, linking us up to energy that uplifts, that recharges and everything, right? This is a color that brings us that calmness. It brings us that clarity. Think like water, you know what I'm saying? It being clear and the water tapping into that emotional state and everything. And this is a color that will help in calming the waters. The turquoise, baby, is the shit for 2025. Of course, we know I talked about it already. This red, I got to get back again because this is going to tap us into that confidence vibration, right? Tapping us into the passion, the desire, and all of that and everything. So we like red. We know red is a power color. This is get her done type of color. This is I'm unfuckwittable energy, right? Red is going to keep us grounded. It's going to have us about our business, right? It's going to have us taking charge of the situation. We like red a lot. 2025, get you some red, no doubt. All right, let's keep it moving. Where we at? Number 6, the silver. So the silver is a powerful, powerful, powerful color to work with. Now, I like silver. Hold up, I put some other notes down because here was another thing about silver. Silver, now this is what I know in dealing with silver. I don't even know if you're going to look that up. It's a possibility. It's out there, whatever. I don't give a shit. However, silver helps to dissipate anger. Silver is a color that helps like for folks that like fly off the handle a little bit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Kind of get things twisted, easily angered and shit like that. Now, we will be noticing Jupiter. It's going to shift from Gemini into Cancer. So this is going to be helping us to get some understanding, some growth, some expansion in our emotional state. And this is a color right here. This silver is really going to help us to tap in, to tune in. And wearing the metal of silver is really going to help us in really containing our frequency, right? To a point to where a lot of the madness, the minutia and all of that stuff, it's not getting to us so much and everything because silver calms, right? And silver also will activate you and help you in connecting to that wealth frequency, right? But the key to unlocking the magic of silver is by expressing gratitude. Giving a prayer of thanks and gratitude will help to unlock the potential for wealth and success with that silver. Now, I'm going to be wrong if I don't deal with gold while I'm at it, right? Because gold, like yellow, right, it gives us that optimistic thing, right? But it also puts us directly in alignment, right, with star power energy, right? Linking us up to wealth, prosperity. It's a regal color, right? Go take it, help us tap into that majestic energy, no doubt about it, right? And it also, of course, didn't I just say that shit aligns us with money? We need to be in the business of working with that. And any stones that's in that particular color spectrum, right? That's definitely going to help us to be able to tap into that frequency of wealth and abundance, going to help us to tap into our creativity so that we can unlock so many dimensions of abundance, wealth, and success that's for us. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Liking that, no doubt about it. And then, of course, we got to make sure that we ain't leaving out the champions out here in these streets. See, if you ain't dealing with colors, if you ain't dealing with these ones right here, I'm talking about black. The color black, it absorbs. It's protective. I like to wear black trench coats and everything. Like I'm out there on the scene and everything. Very protective energy color, right? This is why so many people work with that black tourmaline and the obsidian and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Very protective, absorbing that negative energy and everything. But it also helps us to tap into wisdom, no doubt about it. Linking us up with that divine feminine energy and everything, that sophisticated lady type of energy, no doubt. Okay, this is why you want to rock with that black. You know, and you don't have to walk around dressing like Wednesday Adams or, you know what I'm saying, no bullshit like that where we up here walking around like we going to a funeral and shit like that. Pop that black. Pop these colors. You don't have to just be in the whole, you know what I'm saying, and everything. I got the shoes and the purse to match. What I used to call that the Miss Gloria frequency, where we just doing too much, where we just coordinating everything, where we just finding just everything that we like and we putting it all on at once. We got to really, really allow ourselves to let the colors, let the accessory really shine its light for us, because this is where it unlocks the magic for us. I promise you that shit. Get you a little black belt, some black boots or some shit like that, a black bag, a black coat, those types of things. When you just ain't down for wearing that, very protective. Those are some things that you can do that's going to always have you holding that protective energy, right? I like black bags too, because it protects my little energy on my particulars that's in my bag. I like it a lot. White, you know that. Stop it. You knew that though, right? White is definitely going to be a color that we want to work with. This is a reflective color, right? I have been moved like towards the middle, around the summertime, Leo season. You know what I'm saying? To start wearing that white, and man, what a powerful vibration raising color white can be. White is very reflective of the energy, right? I like to wear that shit if I go to concerts and shit like that, places where there's going to be big crowds and everything, very reflective energy and everything, right? And so that way, you know what I'm saying, you around folks, and if you one of those people that's a sponge, you absorb a lot of people's energies. One of those things that you can do to protect your vibration, to protect your energy, is by wearing white, because white is very reflective, and it's going to help you to hold on to those frequencies of peace, of calmness. You know what I'm saying? It also links us to unity, consciousness, that vibration. It works with that crown chakra and everything, helping us to get activated in some most auspicious ways. So, with that, I just wanted to stop through, check in, and remind us about the power, the magic of colors. It's not just for us to be dealing with on the aesthetic tip, to decorate our lives, to make it pretty. Of course, I like pretty, all things pretty. I'm about the business of, right? However, we can utilize these color. We can utilize all of the pretty shit that's around us to help to enhance the magic, the star player, the majesty that's within us. So I hope that helped you out. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Spirit wanted me to share with you what I got. And the card that came out, because we talking on that shit and everything, I got the beauty card that came through. And when this beauty card is coming through, see, this is about us wrapping up this particular 8 year that we're in, and remembering about the importance of beauty in our lives. It helps to awaken the magic within us, right? It's not about being superficial and sitting around like I'm looking good and I'm on this all egoic thing and everything. See, when you like what you seeing in the mirror, when you like the things that's around you, when you have beauty in your life, this helps to raise your frequency. It helps you to be connected to your star player, because you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. You just got to try that shit for yourself and see what that shit's all about. No doubt about it. But let me read what the caption is on this particular thing right here. I've been moved to share that. It says, "You are beautiful, special, unique, and attractive. When was the last time that you looked in the mirror and felt good about what you see? Did you know that your features can literally change based on how you feel about yourself and your life? Your internal experiences are etched on your face and your body. People can feel your energy when you enter a room. A person who is thought of as not being physically who is thought of as not being physically good looking, can connect to their own inner light, their wisdom, their warmth, and the glow that emanates from what makes them extremely appealing and attracts people and opportunities towards them. Focus on what you love about yourself and allow yourself to shine. And if you are challenged by how you see yourself, this could be a perfect time for an internal and an external makeover." See, now this is what I'm talking about, because what we do know is that when we deal with the beauty within and without, it really allows our light to shine. It illuminates us, it elevates us in a powerful, powerful way. And so the action that you'll want to take is that you're going to look at your face in the mirror and acknowledge what is beautiful about you. And it can be physical and it can be spiritual. Then ask yourself how you nurture your internal beauty. Do you allow others to see your light? Do you allow people to see your caring side, your kindness, and your warmth? Do you do that, baby? You doing that? Ask your body what it needs to feel healthy and taken care of. And this can involve changing your diet, having a new exercise program, updating your wardrobe, getting your hair cut, getting it done, whatever is clever, baby, whatever that is that's going to help you to elevate, to help you to connect, to help you to get to your star player. You got to do that for yourself. And spirit just confirmed. And now you just got these 9 colors for this 9 year that's going to help you to be in alignment. Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead and show up for yourself in a most auspicious way. I want to send you out so much love, so much light, peace and light, and peace and love. Hold up. Let me get my particular, huh? Peace and light, y'all. Peace and love.